Hi, my name is Christina Torres. I am part of the CCNY class of 2018. I majored in biology and did a combined BS-MS. I think my love of science really started in two places, my backyard, but also the American Museum of Natural History. I used to beg my parents to take me there pretty much every weekend, and it was being inspired by the science in those halls and doing my own discovery in my backyard that brought me to City College at 18 years old to figure out how to make this love of science and the natural world into a career. My favorite part about science is doing stuff like this. It's talking about it. And I loved really any and all opportunities that allowed me to think and engage with science communication. I went on to be the co-founder and chief scientific officer of a startup named See-Through, formerly Skinno, which is really focused on people's connection to science through the products that they're using every day. We made so many connections through our network at City College. We ended up going through LVMH's and Sephora's Global Accelerator program. So this was really what I was doing right before I went into eventually my PhD program at Teachers College. I did my REU as an undergraduate student a decade ago in 2015. So we're now 10 years later, and I'm helping manage an REU program. It's over in Columbia Engineering, and it's through a science and technology center funded by the National Science Foundation called LEAP. And LEAP stands for Learning the Earth with AI and Physics. The goal of LEAP is to minimize the uncertainty in climate models. So it's people from different institutions, specifically scientists, engineers, statisticians, that are all working to refine climate modeling. But then there's this whole other piece of LEAP that's about knowledge transfer. And it's how do we take all of this science that's being generated and actually impact climate action? So the REU program I view as both not only inspiring this next generation of undergraduate students to become scientists and work on these climate models, but it's also part of this knowledge transfer, right? And like engaging students and underrepresented groups and folks that maybe would have never been engaged within scientific research during their undergraduate years. I am very proud to be the 2025 recipient of the Shirley Chisholm Trailblazer Award. It's a great honor. Shirley Chisholm is not only a Teachers College alum, but also a CUNY alum. So I share a little bit of a history with her, both being educated at CUNY and Teachers College. She is the first Black woman to be elected to the United States House of Representatives. And she spent her life really internalizing advocacy and elevating folks through her work. And this honor, this award at Teachers College goes to students who have made a great impact in the Teachers College community through advocacy, innovation, whether it's through research, through practice, or through community initiatives. You know, there's a common saying that it takes a village to raise a child. I do think that the same thing applies. It takes a village to get a student to graduation. There's an endless amount of people that I have to thank, not even just my mentors, but my fellow students, my colleagues that I shared classes with. I can't thank you all enough for inspiring me and motivating me. I would not be who I am today without Dr. Amy Burkov. I stumbled into her office on the 8th floor of Marshak as a 19-year-old, loving the natural world, really loving beetles, but not understanding how to make a career out of it. And it was sitting with her, reading my first research paper in a lab meeting with her, understanding how to craft stories for not just a scientific audience, but for non-science audiences and community gardens throughout New York City, that truly laid the foundation for my thinking around science and science education today. The entire biology department, though, have been mentors to me. Dr. Dave Lohman and Dr. Anna Connerval were both on my committee for my master's. Christine Klusko also has been an incredible mentor and friend throughout my years in the biology department. And Miss Stanley over at CCAP. And just there are too many people to list, but even if you weren't mentioned and you were in my life at any point during my time at CCNY, thank you.